Hello everybody, this is Dougie Does Reviews. Now, it used to be called RDB312 Cars and More, but a few months ago, my friends and I got together and we really said, if you want to get a lot of subscribers for your channel, to me, they said you have to change the name of your channel. RDB312 doesn't cut. People don't know what that means. At first, I didn't want to. I want to keep the name because it represents myself. But, and again, then I saw their point of view and then I was like, okay, let's change the channel. So it took a while. And I tried to do like different other logos, but I finally got the logo and I got the channel name. So now it's officially called Dougie Does Reviews. And massive shout out to my friends for helping me make this happen, because I want my YouTube channel to grow. I know I have to do my end of the bargain to make a lot more videos. When I have the time, I'll definitely make more videos for you guys. So let's dive into this 1/18 scale Barago Ferrari 499P. This is the 24-hour Le Mans hypercar. This is the 2024 version. This car did not win the 24 hours at Le Mans in 2024, but it did win in this past year in 2025. So let's dive into the box itself. And again, it has like the Barago logo. You got your 24-hour Le Mans logo, and you got the Catalonia prancing horse. Then you got all the information, 24-hour Le Mans, Ferrari product, Ferrari official licensed product, and the 2024-hour Le Mans licensing as well. So this is a licensed product, which we like in model cars. And then the front end comes in this window box. But then what I don't understand is like ages and 14 and plus. Like, come on, like a 13-year-old and a 12-year-old are not responsible. But come on, really? Just lawyer stuff. But anyway, this is the car itself. Comes in like this this cardboard background, as I was gonna say. And then this is the customer car of Ferrari. Barago does make the red version, car number 51 and car number 52. This is car number 83, so this is a customer's car. What am I mean by a customer car? Well, the 24 hours at Le Mans is a lot of different racing, big name racing names like Ferrari, but there's also like customer cars that don't really have a car that they develop, so they buy cars from the manufacturers and have their own livery. So that's why they call it a customer racing team. So this one is actually one of those. I did not buy the actual Scuderia Ferrari. I bought the customer car because I like Ferraris in different colors. You know, we always see that iconic red. As much as I love red cars, like I said in my 296 GTB, I wouldn't own a red Ferrari because it's just too popular. To me, I prefer silver or white or maybe a dark gray Ferrari. And that's my opinion. So enough of that. Here's the car itself. Like I said, this is the 2024 version of the 24-hour Le Mans Ferrari 499P. Now, this car did DNF at the 24 hours at Le Mans in 2024. It had a power unit issue, so they had to retire, and unfortunately, they did not win. But in 2025, this past year, 24 hours, they did win the 24 hours at Le Mans. And this guy here, which I know of him as a Formula One driver. His name was Robert Kubica. He had a huge crash in the 2008 Canadian Grand Prix. And after he raced in that Formula One, he decided to go to rally car racing, but unfortunately he had a horrific accident in 2011 rally car race where he drove off, hit the guardrail. The guardrail went through the front of the car, through the dash, and it hit him right on the shoulder, basically ripping his arm from his shoulder almost off. But the doctors sewed it back on, and doctors and the nurses sewed it back on, I should say, and he recovered, and he couldn't race for a while, but he finally got back in the car and he started racing again, and he completed winning the 24 hours at Le Mans with the 2025 car. And so many congratulations to Robert Kubica on winning that big race. So the 2024 hours at Le Mans is endurance racing. So it's way different from Formula One, IndyCar, and NASCAR. So endurance racing is, you have 4 classes. You have the Le Mans Hypercar, the LMP2 class, you have the GT Le Mans class, and the GTD class. But you're racing you're racing in your own class. So the Le Mans Hypercar class is racing in the Le Mans Hypercar. So that's with your Aston Martins, your Aston Martin Valhalla Hypercar. Then you're racing against Lamborghini. Then you're racing against Peugeot. Then you're racing against Alpine Hypercars. So why the core, like in the the LMP2, they have their own class. Now that class is more like, those kind of style race cars are a lot similar to these, but they are very much more less lot less more horsepower. Couldn't get the words out of my mouth, so I apologize for that. Then you have the GTM Le Mans car class, which is your Corvettes, your Ferrari Corvette C8s, your Ferrari 296 GTB race cars, your Aston Martin V8 Vantage race cars, and finally Mercedes went to the 24 hours at Le Mans and actually led this past year with the Mercedes AMG GT Black Series. And then you have the GTD class, which is, again, it's the same cars as the GTM Le Mans classes. So I don't really have to go back down to those, but you get the idea. So it's more endurance racing. So it's different manufacturers, different cars, different power units, and you can definitely tell which ones are going to buy. And so then that's what makes the 24 hours Le Mans so a lot more special than the Monaco Grand Prix or the Indy 500. Just different car manufacturers in one race battling out to win the total 24 hours at Le Mans. So let's take a look at the model itself first. This is car number 83. You got the front splitter here. As you got the little nice tricolore for the Italian flag. You got the prancing horse here. Then the only thing that opens up on this model is the doors. And that's it. This is sealed. The front clam is sealed. The rear clam is sealed. So we can take a look inside the interior. Let's see if I can get my trying to focus. Come on. There we go. You got the kind of like a Formula One steering wheel, but slightly bigger and different design. Then you got all your instrument cluster next to the steering wheel. You got all your switches and buttons and stuff to communicate with the team on the radio on the button. I'm not sure which button it does that, but I think it's that white one. If you guys can see, that's where the driver can contact the the chief engineer and stuff of the team to help him with strategy. Oh, that's one thing I did forget to mention. So there are 3 drivers in each category. They each race for 3... Sorry. Man. They each race for 3 hours in the car. Then once they come in the pit lane, put fresh new tires on, refuel the car. Then the other driver goes in and races for 3 hours. And then while the other 2 are resting, the ones out racing on the track. So they rotate every 3 hours for each driver, and there's 3 of them. So then this is where the names of the drivers are. Robert Kubica, and trying to get my phone. Robert Kubica, and I don't know how to pronounce, but I know he's from China, and I know he's from Israel. But I don't know the 2 names, so I only know the name of this guy. So if you guys know the names of the drivers that raced and won the 24 hours at Le Mans, please leave a comment down below. And this is a really nice model. Yeah, the model itself is very nice. Paint's pretty good. There's a few little rough areas, especially like round here behind the mirror. Like underneath the mirror, I should say, where this part is, this little winglet. Paint's a little rough, and you got a few little nicks here, nick there. But other than that, it's a very good model. I really like this model. This is my first ever Le Mans hypercar model in my collection. Usually I'm more Formula 1, but I thought, well, I love the 24 hours at Le Mans, so I need a Le Mans hypercar, and this was the very first model of the collection. And you get the rear diffuser. You have underneath like this plastic carbon fiber look to it. And these models are not limited edition. So they made plenty of these models, so you don't have to feel like you have to go out and buy one straight away. But the ones that are more expensive are like the Look Smart, which is a branch of MR collection. And then you have BBR, which those are all resin models. So those cars don't open up, but this one does, and this one's a lot more cheaper than those 3 brands. Because those ones run from $200 to like $600. Yes, they are very highly detailed. Yes, I believe they do use real carbon fiber on like this little shark fin here and the rear wing itself. And like this little end plate is carbon fiber. I don't know if they're actually really carbon fiber, but they're carbon fiber decals, but they look very realistic. But this model itself is very good. You know, I know it's not a bad model at all. I really love this model. Yeah, like I mentioned, there's a few little things on the paint, but it's still a great quality model. So if I was going to rate this model out of like 10, I think I'll rate it like a 7.1. That's my opinion. So I think that's a very good rating for a cheaper model. And yeah, so it looks really good. This is my first time actually having it out of the box because I've been wanting to do a video about this. And then you got some cool other details. You got the painted prancing horse here. Got the Michelin Pilot Zero tires, and you got, what's cool is you got the front right has like this two wheel spokes are red. The back is green. Back is green and the front's red. Well, that's pretty cool. It kind of looks like the not sure what that means. With the maybe to help identify the rears and the front tires, I'm assuming. So if you guys know what those are, please leave a comment down below. And yes, I really want to get my YouTube channel going. I really want to get a lot more subscribers, a lot more comments, because I really want to get my ultimate dream car, which you guys all know. You guys seen this model, but I'm going to show it to you um, at every end of the video. This car, well, I don't need to do an introduction of it. You know what it is. So I really want to get this real one so I can do a lot more YouTube videos. So you'll see this car at every end of my video to help me get my ultimate dream car. So wherever you guys are around the world, I want to say thank you. Whatever time zone you are, whether it's a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or have a fantastic night, I'll see you guys soon. Let me know what you guys think of this model. Until next time, I'll see you guys very soon. Take care, everyone.